We will now look at the different ways of applying CSS styles to HTML, the inline, embedded, and external. So the style rules in CSS can be applied in three ways, and this is within your HTML. So as you have, as you say, okay, this is heading 1, and within here itself you can say style color blue and font size 20 when you want to style for individual elements. Now this can be applied, that's one way. And the second way is when you have an embedded style sheets. So here you have your HTML, and then you have your style, and then your heading 1 and P. So this is what we have been seeing in most of the examples we saw today. And this is using the style. This is using the embedded style. And finally, it's external style sheets. Now, this external style sheet is one of the most elegant ways of using CSS, and this is what you expected to use for your class projects. So here you have within the head part, here you have your link to a style sheet, and then you actually create a separate file called mystyles.css or any other name you want to give, and that's where you keep all your CSS code, and this is your HTML, and you just link to it. So this is the true separation of style and content, and keeping all of your styles in an external document is much simpler. Okay, and this is what you must develop as a best practice in using. So there are lots of implementations of CSS that have been applied to HTML pages, dynamic data. You can also use to format or style XML documents, and also used for layout. So this is one extremely beautiful example of CSS implementation, a website called CSS Zen Garden. And here it shows the true power of CSS. So this is the HTML file that you have in this. You can download this, and based on the HTML, the CSS is applied. So once you click on this, it's the same page, but since we chose a different CSS file, we find that for the same content, which says the road to enlightenment and littering a dark and dreary road, and now you have a different style for it. And then you can come down and you can select, let's say, the third one over here. Yeah, so again here you see a different look and feel to the same page, and it says littering a dark and dreary road. It is the same content, but with a different look and feel. And then you can go down, and wherever you have all those designs, you can select the next one. And the next one. This one, and then the next one, and this one. So these were some of the styles listed over here, and they have a whole lot of other designs that you can select from. So it is a really beautiful example of the true power of CSS, and that is where we're going today. Like, you want to have the content which is separate, and you want to be able to style it in different ways on the fly at times. And these are other examples of websites on CSS. This is the official CSS site, the World Wide Web Consortium website. And these are this is an example of an Australian firm with examples on CSS, and this is CSS on WebMonkey. You also have CSS on Code Academy and other sites. Okay. So this is what we saw today. We looked at cascading style sheets.